together for a Sunday afternoon paddle and go! Now then, let's see what happens. Will the landscrapers' additional length give them the advantage over the others? The Warriors are they're looking pretty good actually, the Warriors just ahead now of the Loser Boys with the Country Ground Maritimes paddling and getting nowhere. So, let's see. I know what you're thinking, you're waiting for the landscrapers, you're waiting for that big, great masthead to go plunging in. We were surprised that they first launched it and it actually stayed afloat. Well, they're ramming speed, they're ramming the competition out of the way. The Boozer Boys not very happy with that, they're being pushed into the bank, look. But all this time, the Warriors are just getting on with the job in hand, getting down there, halfway down the first lap, and well in the lead with no one in contention for second place at the moment. The Ground Maritimes are actually catching the other two up. They're still locked together, the Landscrapers and the Boozer Boys. Still doing battle, Landscrapers cutting across the bows there, shoving them into the bank. Taking on a bit of flack from the shore though. Meanwhile, the Warriors are just getting on with the job, look. The Warriors are going to take this one very, very easily, aren't they? The Landscrapers actually in reverse now to try and get out the way of the other two, the Boozer Boys and the Ground Maritimes. Ground Maritimes easy to distinguish in their fluorescent helmets and their green outfits. But the Warriors have left them all behind. The Warriors now coming up to the halfway point. The Warriors then. Not much more to say except that the other three are all enjoying second place by the look of it. A little bit of skullduggery there by the Ground Maritimes there. It looked like they were just hanging on to the Boozer Boys. The Landscrapers scraping along nicely. Plus they've got that extra length. I don't know whether that's a help or a hindrance to them. But they're now about to be boarded by the other teams. And look at the Warriors making easy meat of this. Warriors through the tyre already and on the return. The Warriors coming up against the opposition, and it looks like the Ground Maritimes are positioning themselves for an encounter with the Warriors. Are they or aren't they? No, they've gone off course. They've lost that. The Warriors going to come cleanly through between them and the Landscrapers. They're taking a few missiles from them, but still no bother. And so as we've seen on a number of occasions this afternoon, that the lead team get past the opposition, no trouble, a goodly lead, no threat at all of being overtaken by any of the other three. They'll lead them to get on with it as they're going round the turn and through the tyre. The leaders are the Warriors, and I have absolutely no doubt that they will come through the finish line ahead of the others. Having said that, of course, this is Hilgay, this is the Raft races, and anything could happen. It could all change in the blinking of an eye. But at the moment, easy peasy, easy. No bag of flour is going to hold them up. No amount of cheering from the crowd is going to help them. I hear you. And so, the Warriors, chivvied on by the encouragement from the bank and the spectators now. They're pushing them on. There go the oars, digging deep. They're getting there. And they can expect to hear the winning horn very shortly. Look at the Landscrapers then, have actually completed the turn and looking quite regal. It's almost like the Royal Barge coming down the Wissey. Marvellous sight here. The Landscrapers in second place, but so far behind the Warriors, as to be no threat at all. The Warriors coming closer to the finish line. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. It's like Thunderbirds, isn't it? 2, 1. They've done it. They stand up and cheer themselves, and who can blame them? Well done to you, the winner of heat number 5 this afternoon. And I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, heat number 6 is going to be a sight to behold. We have the A team coming up very shortly. Listen to the crowd go wild. The A team against Titanic. What a battle that's going to be. Just the two in heat 6, the A team against Titanic. Meanwhile, let's return to heat 5 and the Landscrapers here. The Landscrapers coming in to take the runners-up trophy, if there was one. Unfortunately for them, there isn't. But all the teams actually looking pretty good now, looking better than they did on the first leg. I thought the Landscrapers would have simply sliced through that water like a clipper. But it's pretty heavy going here. There's still no sign of any significant current in the river at all. So the Landscrapers are coming up to completing the course. That's the main thing. With, surprise, surprise, the Country Ground Maritimes actually coming in third place against the Boozer Boys, who probably stopped to nip up to the Rose and Crown when they got down the halfway mark. Landscrapers coming up to the finish, and not really looking the worst for there, except for a few extra bags of flour. Held in reserve by their good friends on the riverbank, who want to give them a welcome home. So well done, the Landscrapers. I never actually imagined that staying afloat this afternoon. Incredible, incredible. So, the Boozer Boys suddenly found another burst of energy, and the Boozer Boys actually want to take third place off the Ground Maritimes. And they are making ground very quickly, quite honestly. The Ground Maritimes vessel flopping up and down, backwards and forwards, like a rocking horse on water. The Boozer Boys, are they actually going to go for third place? Are they going to see if they can do it? Because they are coming up fast. They're cheering them on the bank look. They want the Boozer Boys to come ahead of them. The Boozer Boys are coming through. They're giving it every little ounce of energy they've got left. Is it Boozer Boys? Is it freaking Maritimes? Oh, this is close again. There's a close finish. Look, I'm watching a line on my clipboard. I'm watching a line. First over is. First one over is. Yeah! The Ground Maritimes just about got that third place. Only just.